What keeps our clients up at night is the same thing that keeps me up at night. How do we design the next generation architecture that's going to allow us to take advantage of all the promise of AI? So we support them directly through managed engineering services. So imagine any project or initiative, particularly one that's a CapEx and not necessarily something that you want to hire for. We're able to put together teams very quickly to execute and provide not just billable services, it's actual business outcomes is what we try to do. Being here today at CTO Craft is really important because it is the community that we want to engage. Any other kind of engagement that you can get through social media, et cetera, is nice, but we like to be on the ground talking to CTOs, helping them solve the problems that they face every day. I really want people to understand that we have a ton of experience solving the problems that a lot of the CTOs I'm meeting here today face every day. Problems of scale, problems of talent, but also problems of how to look ahead 6, 12, 18 months and make the right decisions that will enable your company to grow over time. I think what's different about CTOCon is that it's authentic in that we're actually, we're craftspeople talking about our craft. And it's not just a trade show of, people trying to sell different platforms to get subscription revenue. It's really a great exchange of ideas. And I think there's genuine value that comes out of that exchange. So some of the conversations we've had so far are really around some of the challenges that are brought out through the presentation. So for example, talking about hybrid teams, multicultural teams, global teams, this is now a reality. We have engineers in several time zones, about 11 of them, and a lot of our customers as well as attendees here are facing the same challenges. How do you get the most productivity? What are the right metrics to pay attention to? And then finally, how are we incorporating all of the productivity gains that we see out there as potential into our engineering strategies without impacting quality and essentially creating the most value possible? I think the best piece of advice I ever received was to really pay attention to whatever the North Star metric is that the particular company where you are. How do you align your teams around that metric? And an example I like to use is SpaceX. Whether you like Elon Musk or not, they're focused on reducing the cost of metric tons to space. And if every decision you make aligns with that metric, then you're probably on the right track. So finding that and aligning to that, I think is incredibly powerful. I think the biggest mistake I made was not reading the documentation that I should have and trying to rush to implement a solution based on the promise and then finding a lot of devil in the details. And I think that was due to really not pushing back on a particular timeline that was put in front of me. Also kind of going to a new technology too quickly based on the promise. Great lesson. I'm glad that the impact was relatively low. I think there's a huge challenge right now given how fast things are moving and all the different models out there and all the different platforms out there right now that are using AI. There's a lot of temptation to run fast and it really requires a lot of diligence.